Welcome to a new short market update in which we're going to cover the breakout of Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has finally been going out of a range for 1 month and we have been making a new high which we have not been seeing since the middle of September. Before we continue, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also make sure to check out our description where we've got 1 month for free for our premium membership, which includes a sign up for Bybit, when even though if you deposit $1,000 within 7 days and you make a trade on the derivatives platform, you get $100 bonus. So that's something that I would be using if I start as a trader. Now, when we're looking at the markets, yesterday we've seen the yields falling quite heavily. We've seen Bitcoin accelerating and even showing more strength than expected. So what are the levels that you should be looking at and what can we expect next from the price action of Bitcoin? Let's hop towards the charts. So when we were watching the price action of Bitcoin, we have definitely agreed that we had to crack this high at 19.6 in order to be able to see continuation, right? So right now, yesterday, we've started to show a significant amount of strength with the actual breakout of Bitcoin, which was an ultimate result of the yields continuing the actual downwards move, the DXY showing a ton of weakness, as right now it's even falling further, and we are getting into a territory that it might be making a slight bounce before it continues to fall over. And that's why when we're looking at the price action of Bitcoin, we can see this massive and gigantic breakout. And what do we see here? Well, we've got the flip happening at 19.2, which we marked as a long zone. Then we've got the breakout above the recent high of 19.6 and no actual retest taking place unless you're watching lower time frames. So probably people were chasing the trades and probably people will be chasing the trades right now. However, we have been taking out all the highs here and we actually flipped this level at 20k for support, inducing taking out these highs as well. So usually what you see is that you take out the highs or the lows to provide liquidity to have a short-term reversal. I'm not saying that we will, but currently after such a big rally, it seems inevitable that at least we're going to have some period of consolidation, and I'm going to discuss which levels I'll be looking at. Also, the level at 20.7 we have been marking as an important level for potential short-term resistance. We've hit that one and we have been taking out the highs here, so I would not be rushing into positions of longs at this point. As a matter of fact, I think that if you're day trading, it's definitely a key zone to start taking profits, but overall altcoins are starting to show strength. So in this case, I might be induced to actually start looking for shorts when it gets towards Bitcoin here. We were looking at this thesis overall. If we were able to get a correction and a retest happening, we didn't, so we have to remove that play. However, once we see that we are into this resistance zone at 20.8, we are watching what scenario could be next to actually have a play again. In that case, I don't believe that we're going to have a retest at 19.6, but I mark it as the most optimal trade. Then second, if you want to play short, this is definitely the region and you're aiming for TP1 at 20.2. And then I think if we discuss the actual thesis of taking the liquidity, it would not be unsurprising if we take the liquidity beneath the low at 20k. And once we do, we are probably eager to continue moving with the longs, and then we're starting to target the area at 22.3. So at this point, there might be a case of consolidation in which maybe some macroeconomic events take place or the DXY comes in and we got a bounce on the DXY resulting into a slight correction on the markets. And then I'm going to watch whether 20.2 is a scalp bounce area and whether we are taking the liquidity. Then I'm going to look for swing plays more. So the levels that I'll be watching is primarily 20k and for day trading 20.2. And if we even get worse, which I don't expect, I'm looking at 19.6. I hope you have been enjoying this small market update. Later today we're going to cover the thesis behind the actual run of Bitcoin, and we're going to dive into what we should be watching in the coming few days, as there are many big events going to take place. So definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel and I'll see you again later today.